right, top of the morning to you. This is bonus adventure time. It's the Friday before Thanksgiving, and it was one of those Fridays where I woke up early and I got a ton of stuff done, and all of a sudden I started thinking, how much vacation time do I have? And I thought, I'm gonna take a half day today, and I'm gonna go ride. What the heck? Now some of you may be thinking and looking at the fact that I'm all bundled up and think, what are you doing? You don't ride in the wintertime. And you would be right. Normally this time of year, I am giving the bike a bath, tucking it in for a long winter's nap, awaiting the arrival of spring. But, well, I'm trying to work on that this year. I kind of like to become a year-round rider, stop being such a cold wimp. So the next 2 days are going to be a attempt at that because I think the high today is 38. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, where am I headed? I am going, well, I'm already in the great state of Pennsylvania, but I am going to York, Pennsylvania to ride the York Heritage Rail Trail. And when I get to the Maryland border, I'm going to continue going because so does the rail trail. This was part of, I think it's called the Northern Central Rail Line that connected Baltimore with someplace in Pennsylvania. I don't know the whole history. Anyway, the trail goes for, I believe it's 45 miles, ends up in a place called Cockeysville, I believe it is, Maryland. I'm going to stay the night, and then I'm going to ride back tomorrow. It's supposed to be even colder tomorrow, so I get to try out my cold weather gear, which consists of some long johns, and yeah, we'll see how that works out. Anyway, it is supposed to be gorgeous, beautiful, clear skies, just cold. So hope you enjoy the ride.
York has a really interesting bit of history in that it was the capital of our country for about 9 months, beginning in 1777. The Founding Fathers, as part of the Second Continental Congress, were on the run from the advancing British and moved from Philadelphia to York. It was here that they adopted the Articles of Confederation, which served as our first Constitution.
You can hear it, but it's a windy day. Pretty decent headwind here. So in addition to being 38 degrees, but it's gorgeous. Look at the sun. It's a sunny day. All right, happy to be on the bike.
All right, the birthplace of commercial ice cream production. That's worth stopping. Hanover Junction has the remnants of a rail line spur that connected this rail line with the city of Gettysburg. On November 18th, 1863, coincidentally, the same calendar day I rode through, how bizarre is that? It carried a man named Abraham Lincoln, who would deliver his famous Gettysburg Address the next day at the dedication of a cemetery of soldiers killed during the battle there earlier that summer. Called Sitesville Mills. You know, I probably not said it yet, but I've thought it 100 times. This is beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm such a sucker for just beautiful countryside. This is gorgeous. Even in the cold, late fall, beautiful. Well, Centerville maybe? How many Centervilles are there in the world? That's Centerville Road. Rock. All right, I think mystery solved. About 3 weeks ago, I was riding Delmarva. I actually stopped and said, I can't, pardon the noise, I can't figure out where this noise come from. I had this ticking sound in my, what felt like in my back wheel. Okay, I was just going through this little place, Glen Rock, and I had a snap. I heard snap, pop. Okay. That ain't good. I threw a spoke. Oh well. Mystery solved. Main Street. Main Street what? Main Street. I didn't see it. I haven't seen a sign for what this is. All right. It's a town. All right, that milepost says 38. I don't know, is that 38 to Baltimore maybe? Yeah, I don't know if I've got it on camera, but there's been signs counting down, and I believe they're counting down to the end of the Heritage Trail. And there's other signs, like that one, that I think are actual signs from the old railroad. I have a hard time believing that Baltimore is only 38 miles away. Maybe. All right, welcome to Maryland. I guess that's the Mason-Dixon line right there. All right, so crossing over that line, the York Heritage Trail now turns into the Torrey Brown Trail. I stopped to read the sign. I guess Torrey Brown was a prominent politician in Maryland, and was especially connected to wildlife and nature. So, hey, guess what? He got this trail named after him. So, tip of the cap to you, Mr. Brown. All right. Yeah. All right, this area is called Freeland. So a little note to self, starting in New Freedom, this has basically been a downhill grade. I mean, I've gone, what, about maybe, I don't know, 8-10 miles? It's clearly downhill.
So, note to self for tomorrow, save up some energy in the first part of this ride. Whitehall. Wow, look at that pretty house. Look at this cool train station. I can't read the sign yet. Monkton. Well done. Wow, that's a great train station. Alright, that was mile 0. So this is, I don't know what these towns are. This says Ashland. I don't want to pull out my phone. But I don't know where I'm going. That's the adventure. For those of you that listen to me complain about getting lost, it's my own damn fault. Self-imposed. Wow, there are some serious aggro drivers, man. So I've been honked at 3 times on this road, so I'm on the sidewalk now. I mean, I get it, there's no bike lane, but geez, share the road, man. Hey, good morning. Happy Saturday morning. Had a wonderfully quiet night. I think I said every time. It was though. It was a quiet night at the Courtyard in Cockeysville, Maryland, if I'm still pronouncing that correctly. As you can tell, it is cold this morning. Feels a little bit colder than yesterday. I think yesterday hit a high of 38 and I think it is 34 right now. So if I sound like my breath is being taken away, guess what? It's that kind of cold that takes your breath away. There is a wind today, whether you can tell. It feels like a tailwind, which would be awesome. And if you recall from the second half of the video yesterday, we've got to climb up to New Freedom. It was clearly downhill. Anyway, I'm excited. This is beautiful, clear sky, and very crisp air. Really nice. All right, let's get going. Morning. I was reading last night the East Coast Greenway actually comes right there at Monkton and takes the trail all the way, well, basically what I just did, down to Cockeysville. That is part of the official trail. It feels like that's way out of the way, but maybe not. because it goes down through Baltimore, so I guess that makes sense. Feels like it's going like northwest. I don't know, out of the way. But anyway, if you ever ride the East Coast Greenway, you will go right through that little spot there at Monkton. Monkton? Yes. Morning. Morning. How you doing? Good. This is called Beachy. Don't see anything around here, but it's got a sign. Oakland. All right, so we are Finally at the top of the grade. That was not crazy. I don't know what the max grade is. There's a couple spots where you felt like, yeah, I'm going uphill. Otherwise, no biggie. So it's basically a downhill grade all the way to York. Nice people. Drivers stop and let you go. let's break it down. I enjoyed that ride. That was nice. That was just a nice little distance, made for a really nice little overnight getaway. So, other factors. Was it scenic? Yeah, it was scenic. Countryside was beautiful. There was some, was there any history? Yeah, there was some interesting history. I think the whole capital, unofficial capital of the early country, and a little connection with Lincoln, that was kind of fun. Was it safe? Yeah, I think, you know, I always think about how far you get away from civilization, and if something were to go wrong, yeah, you're always near a town. If something were to go wrong with your bike, I saw 2 bike shops on the trail. There may have been more. I just remember seeing 2 specific ones that were literally right on the trail. How hard was that trail? That's a pretty easy trail. You know, a little bit of a grade, not like a huge, no huge climbs. It's pretty easy going. It's uphill either way when you go up to New Freedom. So, and in terms of just the trail itself, it's well groomed. You know, there wasn't a lot of mud or rocks or roots or anything else. You know, you could tell that the organizations that take care of that trail do a really great job, because it's well maintained. Convenience-wise, there was lots of places to stop and get food or a drink if you're so inclined. You know, I saw a lot of inns, some bed and breakfasts. You know, obviously at the end points there were hotels. One thing I didn't see that I probably need to go back and do a little research is camping. I didn't see any camping. So if I'm wrong there, please set me straight in the comments, because I'd like to go back and maybe give that a try sometime. So, you know, look, the distance makes for, you can do nice day trips. You can just go out and, you know, York down to New Freedom and back is like, I want to say like maybe 40, 42 miles. One thing I should point out about this trail, there is a little extension on the north part after York that goes in a north or northeast direction. There's more to this trail up there, and I rode part of it one time. Because I parked downtown York, I didn't do it this trip, but you know, that's a whole nother section up there. So that adds another like 5 or even 10 miles, something like that, around there. Yeah, so anyway, well worth getting away. And, you know, as I said at the start of this was all a bonus trip. I normally have packed it in for the winter, and I'm on my trainer in the basement. So I am incredibly grateful to have been able to get out and ride, and I hope you enjoyed it.